Hey guys, this is Bruce with Brew Noah LLC. Like and subscribe, guys. I like to jump right in, and this title is pretty unique. Yeah, getting rich working for someone else. That's yeah. All right. I'm gonna do a lot in this video. Okay, so this video is gonna do two things. It's gonna bring you down and bring you up.
Say ooh.
It's gonna be both because it depends on what side you're on and what you're hopeful of. Okay, so you know how I have my coffee. Yeah, So the honest truth.
What?
You can't get rich working for someone else. Yep. Yeah. So let's get that out the way. And for anyone that's watching this that is hopeful of achieving prosperity and wealth on that level of being rich while working for someone else, you can't. I'm sorry. You can't. And I am so sorry. Nobody talks about this. Again, this is a common thing in the videos. But nobody talks about this, so let's talk about it, right? I mean, you got a few powerful people on the other end, on our end, that do talk about it, but nobody as a whole talks about this. But yet, it is so known, it is so universally known. It's almost like nobody wants to address the elephant in the room that, regardless of how long you may work for your employer, you won't achieve the wealth you're looking for working for them.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
And that could be a tough pill to swallow whenever it comes to maybe you have dreams of achieving wealth. And you think to yourself, you're like, hey, you know what? If I save, this guy's wrong. This guy's not what he's talking about, right? Because that's what I would say. And you go, if I save my money, I can achieve. My boss tells me all the time. My owner tells me all the time that if I just save my money, that I can achieve wealth. And I go, some good coffee, yeah. And I go, I'm sorry. Of course he's gonna tell you that. You know why he's telling you that? Do you know why he's telling you that? He wants you to work for him for the next 10, 15, 20 years. With the ideal situation of never having to raise your income. If he gives you a raise, it's very small, very tiny. But at the end of the day, guess who gets rich? He does. Guess who achieves the wealth? He does. Off of your hard work. And goodness gracious, and I'm not trying to nuke corporate America or hurt corporate America in any way. That's not the goal, because let me say this also. Corporate America has a place, right? I wouldn't learn the skill set that I've learned, and I wouldn't be the person that I am without corporate America, right? I had to go through certain things with corporate America. I had to go through a 9-to-5 system in order to achieve the skills that I have currently, right? And the same for you people that are watching this. If you're not a business owner, the good news is you are learning some things, and you're the whole goal. This is what they don't teach you though. The entire goal is for you to work for them for a certain amount of years, grow your skill set, learn from them, learn their strengths and their weaknesses, because they all have strengths and they all have weaknesses, right? Figure out how you can do it better, and then leave and go do your own thing. But somewhere along the lines in corporate America, they don't teach any of that. Instead, they teach you to go to college, right? Go spend $500,000 on a degree, then go compete in a workforce that is already flooded with candidates smarter than you. Let's be real. Because there's always somebody smarter who's going to get the job anyway, and then you just end up working at a regular 9-to-5 making $35, $40K a year.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm sorry. And I know that can be very hurtful, because I'll never forget whenever someone had this conversation with me, it was extremely hurtful when I realized that working for, individuals was not going to help me achieve the financial wealth that I was looking for, or the success that I wanted in life. And that was a very, very tough pill to swallow. So I know if you're hearing this for the first time, I am sorry, right? You can save 100% of your wages and you'll still never get there. And let's be real, you can't save 100% of your wages. You can't, right? Because you have food, you got expenses, you got kids, you got all these different things going on. You got all these. Now you can live a comfortable life. Nothing wrong with that. But if you're looking for wealth and prosperity, you simply can't do it working for someone else. You just can't. It's not going to happen. The only way you achieve what you want to achieve is you have to be willing to jump out the window and do your own thing. You got to be willing to look at something and go, hey, you know what? I'm willing to take a risk, jump out that plane. Don't worry about the insurance, because that's another thing. That's how they get you too. They tell you, oh, if you quit, well, what you gonna do for insurance? You know, Rebecca, you got 4 kids. And that's what your boss said. You got 4 kids. What are you gonna do for insurance? You got to work for me, right? Right. And I'm using that example, but that's what they do. And you're like, oh, you're right. God. You're like, I hate it here, but I just can't. I can't take that gamble. I just can't. You know, I can't take that gamble. I'm telling you, take the gamble. Take the gamble. On a deeper level, insurance is kind of a thing too.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
But that's a whole nother thing. But all these things are designed to keep you in one spot. It's designed to keep you at one level. It's designed to keep you stuck in one area, right? So the whole purpose is, what corporate America wants is that you work for them for as long as you can until they just can't use you anymore, and then you're gone. They want to pay you the least amount of money you want to work for, and they want the maximum amount of performance out of you. That's the truth. That's just how it works, right? And it's one of those things where with our company, because I know that, I don't want to be anything like them, right? So for me, with my employees, you know, I have this thing where, you guys heard me talk about it. The maximum amount of time you can work for me is 4 years. 4 years and you got to go. And not go as in you're fired, because obviously I'm not going to fire you if you're good at what you do, but more like, hey, I'm going to help you build a business. So what do you want to build? You know, let's build businesses within businesses, right? So if you work around me, or if you're around me, eventually your mentality, your mindset goes into growth and prosperity, and just like, because that's all I talk about. We talk about God, growth, prosperity, you know, and fitness, you know, so we cover everything that a human being needs to be great and amazing at this world. Because if you're doing all 4 of those things, you'll have all the tools you need to go and do whatever it is that you want to do without having someone tell you what you can do. So the honest truth is, you can live a comfortable life, yes. If they pay you $100,000 a year, $200,000 a year, $300,000 a year, sure, yeah, comfortable life. And for you, if that's rich, then that's rich. Congrats, you're living a very comfortable life. But for majority of people who are around 75K or less, you know, who are dealing with inflation at a crazy high number, right? And who are just struggling just to get by, who are living paycheck to paycheck, but still have the idea and dream that I can get rich working for someone else, or I can achieve my financial goals. It's just, you just can't, okay? So I'm not here to tell you, because right now, your boss, if they hear this video, they're going to be like, oh, screw, who is this guy? who is this guy? Go get him. You know what I mean? It's like, no, it's like, I'm not telling anybody to quit or leave. Not at all. I wouldn't encourage anybody to quit or leave their job. I'm just saying, honor and respect, right? Give your employer everything that you need to give them, right? Give 110%. Learn as much as you can, do the job, and do it very well, right? But at a certain point, when you've maximized it, it's time for you to leave and go do something else, right? Whether that's another employer, because keep in mind, every time you leave, you upgrade in life. We've talked about that in other videos. Your income also increases when you leave. I tell people, don't break the mold of thinking you should work for somebody for longer than 5-10 years. Like, no, when you hit the 4 or 5 year mark, go somewhere else. Because, you know, another secret that they don't teach you, whenever you leave, your income goes up, always. And right now, corporate America is probably hating me for telling you this and teaching you this, but it's the honest truth. Every time you leave, your income goes up. Think about where you are right now compared to where you were with your last job. And when your income starts to stall, and you go to your boss and say, hey, boss, you know, I've been here, let's see, 7 years, and I'm still at 55K. You said something when I first got hired. If you guys, and your boss goes, yeah, we got budget cuts, man. You see what's going on. You know, we got inflation, we got all these different things going on, you know. So no, you're unfortunately, I can give you a little bonus, but other than that, man, you're kind of where you're at. If you don't like it, I can put a resume out right now, right? And that's what they teach you. Why they make millions and millions of dollars. It's all BS. Lies. BS. These companies are making so much money that they can literally pay anybody as much money as they possibly can. They can pay people money that you don't even think that they have, that they kind of just don't really talk about, or they kind of just very like, you know, it's terrible. But either way, the point, that's a whole nother video. But the point I'm making is, I encourage you, if you don't want to do your own thing, if you don't want to start your own business, that if you want to increase your income every 4 to 5 years, leave, do something different. Because every time you leave, your salary is going to increase. It's going to increase each and every time. Not to mention that when you leave one group and go to another group, that your growth grows as well. So mentally you grow here, and that you learn so much more from different people, and you get more different perspectives. And then when you are there and you're there for 4 to 5 years, you leave there. So you go from 55K to 75, 85K, then you go to 120K, and the next thing you know, you're at 175, 200, right? And then from there, you're probably going to be in the mindset of, I'm going to do my own thing. But either way, if you keep going, you keep growing. And on top of that, your resume looks stellar whenever they see that, and they see that. So when they see your salary increase and they see what your salary is, they know to hire you, they got to pay you more.
That boy is good.
Nobody talks about this. And I just gave it to you for free. I just gave you the sauce of how to, if you're going to work for someone, you may not get rich, but you can live a comfortable life if you just play the game. They're playing a game, you got to play the game too. And if you're with the same company for longer than 5 years, 5, 6, 7 years, and you're at the same salary or slightly above his salary, you're losing the game. Your time is so valuable. And with our channel, with what we represent, our whole business model, Bruno LLC, we represent growth and growing people and building people to a certain level of prosperity and wealth from within, right? So these are things that I'm not for corporate America, I'm for the people. And it's more like, here you go. Now, what you do with all this information that we give you guys is entirely up to you, but I encourage you guys, make a change. Make a change. Take a snapshot at where you're at. Understand the truth of the reality of, you're not going to get rich working for someone, but you can play the game. Or you can play an even bigger game for yourself. Yes, high risk, high reward. So we love you. We'll end it here. Bruno loves you. Like, subscribe, guys. This is a movement. We're growing, and I'm excited about all this. And again, I'm loving the feedback, guys. You guys are amazing. So thank you guys so much. But again, www.brunollc.com. Also visit us on Instagram at BrunoLLC. Our book, you know, I do the plug every time, baby. You Matter, Amazon, ebook. It's your favorite bookstore, Barnes & Noble. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's right outside. Just go outside your door. Go get one. But we love you. God loves you. And thank you guys for watching the video. See you soon. Thank you.